Hi there. In case you don't know me, I'm Tim. I'm a massage therapist and counselor working here in Melbourne. Right now, during stage 4 lockdown, if you're anything like me, you could have had any number of reactions to how things are right now. I'm just trying to go easy on myself and remind myself that we're in exceptional circumstances. And I guess I'm just trying to put my basic needs first. So my physiological needs, my need for safety, my need for connection, before anything else. And so I thought what I'd offer today is something that might be able to help other people get in touch with their basic needs and have those needs met. So to bring us back into our bodies and also to boost those feelings of safety and connection. So it'll take a little bit more than 20 minutes. It's good if you can be in a space where you're unlikely to be interrupted if you can. You don't need to have any experience with meditation to do it. But to get the most out of it, I'd invite you to practice it every day for a little while until you sort of internalized some of the ideas in the meditation. So everything in the meditation is in the spirit of invitation. So if something doesn't feel right for you, I invite you just to notice it and join us again when it does feel right. It's best to sit in a chair for this meditation, not slumped, but not stiff, just comfortably, with your feet flat on the floor. And if you're at a desk, just pull your chair back a little bit so you've got some space to move your legs. And we'll start the meditation. So let's start by taking a few breaths. Just take a slow breath in. And even slower out. Notice what happens in your body as you breathe out slowly. And slowly breathe in. And even slower out. In. And out. And I'll invite you just to check in with yourself. So just take a moment to notice the quality of your thoughts and your attention. What does it feel like in your head right now? Is it messy and chaotic? Or is it blank? Is it settled and calm? Without trying to change it, just notice what it's like. Maybe it's hard to direct your attention or hold it for very long on one thing. Many of us will have been feeling our attention pulled in many different directions all the time lately. You might be noticing that pull right now. And I invite you just to breathe into anything that's difficult. Just slowly in and even slower out. So we'll go through a quick seated body scan with some gentle movements. And if you feel any pain or discomfort at any point, just stop the movement and pick up where it feels comfortable again. You might even choose not to do the movements and just to send your attention to each area as I mention it. So the body scan is something you can do anywhere, anytime, and at your own pace, if you find yourself getting stuck in your thoughts. So let's start with the eyebrows. So just lift them up slowly. Hold them for a few seconds and let them relax. Really take notice of what it feels like. Try and take pleasure in these movements. When you stop, when you relax, just see if you can notice a softening or an opening up in that area. So just lift them up slowly and relax. And scrunch up your face tight for a second and release. And repeat that a few times, just letting your facial muscles soften a little bit each time. Now roll your head in one direction, nice and slowly, no further than is comfortable. Just notice where the limits of the movement are. Don't try to go beyond them. Just look for a gentle stretch on the side of the neck, opposite from where the head is going. And then change direction. Slow circles. And bring your head back to the center. And see if you notice any softening or opening up through the neck or the upper shoulders. And just gently lift up the shoulders and rotate them forward a few times. Just feeling the space expand between your shoulder blades when they come forward. And then reverse it a few times. Noticing the shoulder blades coming together when they go back. Just letting the shoulders soften and open up. Bring your hands together as if you're praying. And just press your palms gently together until you feel your chest muscles contract. Look for that feeling through the chest. And then relax them. And then press. And relax. Press. And relax. Now see if you can shift the weight of your torso from side to side. So bringing one shoulder up and the other one down for a second until you feel the oblique muscles engage, so the muscles along the side of your body, between your hips and your rib cage. And then shift your weight to the other side. And just repeat that a few times till you feel like the sides of your torso have opened up a little bit. Now clench the glutes and maybe the hamstrings. Hold that for a few seconds and release. You might find yourself lifting up a bit in your seat and repeat that a few times. Just notice all the muscles that are in contact with the seat of your chair as you do it. See if they can soften. Now, gently with your feet flat on the floor, press your right foot into the ground. So you feel those right side quads engage. So the muscles on the top of the thigh. Just hold that for a few seconds and relax. And just repeat that a couple of times, noticing any softening or opening up. Now press your left foot into the ground Feel those quads engage. And then relax. And repeat that a couple of times. Now bending at the knee to lift up your left foot just a few inches off the ground in front of you. And rotate that ankle a few times in one direction. And then the other direction. Feeling all the muscles and joints in the ankle. And bring that foot back to the ground. And now extend the right knee a bit and rotate that ankle in one direction and then the other. And bring that foot back to the ground. And finally, just wiggle your toes around on the floor. Just feeling all the muscles of the foot lengthen and soften. You can press the toes into the floor, feel them spread out, make space between them. You can curl them under. You can lift them up. And relax. And take that attention that you've been giving to all those parts of your body, and just expand it to include your whole body. So notice yourself sitting in your chair. Notice what it's like to be you sitting in that chair. Notice the quality of your thoughts and your attention. Perhaps they've settled a bit. Perhaps not. It's all fine. Just see it all as it is, without trying to change it or shift anything. Just take a few breaths here. Slowly in and even slower out. And I'll invite you to close your eyes if it feels okay to. And I'm going to invite you to imagine that you're in an empty black space, like a stage with no set, just black. And imagine it's your space to make completely your own. You can make it your own safe, welcoming place that's just yours. What's the place where you would feel safest and most at ease? It can be a place you've been, or a place you've seen in photos, or a place you make up. And no one expects anything of you in this place. You don't have to please anyone. Notice what it feels like to have no expectations placed on you. Notice where in your body you feel that. Now try to imagine that safe, welcoming place. Just imagine the environment in detail. What's in the environment around you there? Take a moment to really look at what's around you. Look for details. Look for colors and shapes and textures. What can you see? Let's bring in all the things you'd like to be able to see. All the things that make you feel good and at peace. Maybe plants or trees or flowers. Maybe you can smell them. Maybe there are animals. Maybe you can pat them. Maybe there's food that you can taste or cooking that you can smell. Maybe there's an object that's important to you that you can hold in your hands and treasure. Or an object that makes you feel safe. Maybe an object from when you were a child that made you feel safe. What does it feel like to touch? What does it feel like against your skin? And what else are you feeling through your skin? Are you warm or cool? Can you feel a breeze or sunlight on your face? Or the warmth of an open fire? And what can you hear? And where are you in this place? Do you stay standing? Do you sit? Do you curl up in a ball or lie down? Do you walk around and explore? Just notice what feels best. And who's there with you? Maybe no one. Maybe you prefer to be alone. Or maybe someone is there with you. Someone who makes you feel safe and loved. Imagine locking eyes with them for a moment and feeling that you understand them and that they understand you. Maybe they offer you their hand to hold. Maybe they put a hand on your shoulder. And if you like, imagine them saying something to you, something affirming and loving. I've got my own phrases, but you can easily make up your own. my person says, you are safe, you're loving, you're loved. And now, if you like, imagine saying those phrases back to them. You are safe. You are loving. You are loved. And holding on to that spirit of loving kindness, just notice the peace and quiet. Notice the feeling that this is enough. This feeling of peace and safety. Notice, if you can, where you feel it in your body. And imagine it expanding out like a light, expanding across the whole of your body. And if you like, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Press them gently together. Just feeling the energy of that light circulating through your heart and back out through the rest of your body. Notice what it feels like to connect with your heart. And repeat your affirmation. And this time direct it inwards to yourself. You are safe. You are loving. You are loved. And I invite you to hold on to that feeling for as long as it feels good. And I thank you for being here with me today and for being here with all of us.